Man, I want to talk about something that's been heavy on my mind, okay? It's this. It's okay to cut people off. You can't save everybody, okay? I learned this a few years ago. I've learned this a few years back, and it's just been on my mind again. I just want to share it with you guys. First thing is this. If you have a friend, okay, that you have been forever giving job applications to. You've been forever telling them to get up, get out, and get something, and they just never listened, or they they tried and then they just stopped. Or maybe you have a friend who just has a substance abuse problem and you don't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have a friend who just can't quit the habit. Maybe you have a friend who, is always in and out of jail, okay? Who's always being a knucklehead, who just can't get it right. And I'm not talking about like, one little thing here, there, maybe a mispiss. I'm talking about that one friend who's always a hot monkey, you know what I'm saying? Who's always trying to fight, who's always trying to do something. Those people, it's okay to leave them behind. As a matter of fact, it's probably best for you to leave them behind. When you get a certain age, you got to conserve your energy for yourself. You only live one time. You only here one time. All the energy you spend should be based on elevating yourself, even if that is energy giving away to a friend that you know that needs it, who will there in turn be there for you in the future. Yeah, it sounds selfish, but you shouldn't be friends with somebody who you know can't do anything for you, period, point blank, period, including family. Like if you're 30, if you're 30 and up, and you do not benefit me, even, and I'm talking like a conversation. Maybe you got that uncle who stays to himself, but you can always, go and talk to him, have a little chit chat with him. Even that, maybe you got that friend who you barely see, but every time you see, it's always lit and they cracking jokes. That's fine. I'm talking about that friend who's always calling you, asking you for a favor. That friend who always needs something, you know what I'm saying? Like it's never, every time they call, it's like, oh, what do they need now? That friend can go. You live once. You live one time. Now, kids, adolescent, you know what I'm saying, 13, even mid 20s. Sometimes as adults, yes, you're there. You kind of got to give that energy. You got to nurture that seed so it can grow strong. But once you get to a certain point, if you got a sister, maybe you got a sister, little sister, you know what I'm saying, maybe had a rough start or whatever, but you gotta be there for your little sister. But once your little sister hits 30, once your sister should be at a point where she needs to be, you need to do what you need to do for yourself. So that's the guidelines where it comes to family, because we do gotta nurture our family. I understand that. But when it comes to friends and all of that, listen, man, you listen. It's because with your friends, it's usually around your age. You know what I'm saying? Like you're usually hanging around with guys that are 2, 3 years younger or 2, 3 years older. So you guys are around the same age. So it's like if you're not on the same page I'm on, you guys can't do it. And I understand, like, it's hard because sometimes you grow up with friends. You know what I'm saying? Like you went to school with them, maybe they've been around the neighborhood, but at the same time you went your way and they went theirs. You see what I'm saying? Now, if those type of friends are always hitting you up, asking you for favors and all of that, it's not good for you. It's not good for you. You got to do what you got to do for you. Okay. Now, we have people that are super lazy. This is part two. People that are super lazy. People that can't do for themselves. You know what I'm saying? You always trying to give them a helping hand. Or you always trying to, whatever. Maybe they got a habit they can't kick or whatever. They got to go to. They got to go to. It's okay to cut them off. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't save everybody. At this point, it's on some survival of the fittest type. You know what I mean? Like, and that sounds, it's something, and you know what? It sounds selfish because it kind of is. You just got to do for you. If you don't benefit me, I can't rock with you. And vice versa. You see what I'm saying? Like for instance, this is how you should look at it. Like, if you have a friend or whatever, and they down and they need your energy, they need your support, yeah, give it to them. As long as you know when you're down, when you need support, that same person is gonna be there for you. If not, don't do it. That's really what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, oh, if they call you, yo, I need a ride, I'm stuck in the snow, help me. Yo, you know what I mean? Like, if they called you 3 times before that and asked you for 50 million favors, can't do it. That's just what it is, man. That sounds messed up. But at the end of the day, man, as long now none of this applies if you are totally 100% happy and comfortable with yourself and you're at where you need to be in life. If you are, then give. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't feel like you are, if you're not happy within yourself and what you got going on, if you're not at the place where you need to be in life, you need to cut that negative energy off of you. Period. And you're not wrong for doing it. Maybe one day they'll come around, and it doesn't have to be on some like cut them off, I'll never talk to you again. Just cut them off on the sense of, yo, listen, distance yourself. You know what I mean? If you listen, it is what it is. They call it bad vibes, bad energy, whatever. And but then here's the thing too, because a lot of people can't take it. If I come to you and I tell you, yo, listen, you've been asking me for way too many favors, bro. That shit's getting kind of aggravated. I feel like you're a leech on me right now, and I think I should keep my distance from you. That doesn't even sound right. You can't put that in a type of way where it could sound right without that person feeling some type of way. You see what I'm saying? People like to talk that, oh yeah, I'm a real, you gotta, you know what I mean? I've been in plenty of situations, and I'm pretty sure you have too, where you felt like it was your duty to be honest with your friend about some shit that you know that they wouldn't like. And you did that, and they took it some type of way, and y'all probably stopped talking for like 3 years, 2 years, or whatever. Everybody got that friend. Everybody got that friend. So sometimes you just gotta move accordingly, man. You don't got time to deal with the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, people, you gotta run off of energy sometimes. You know what I mean? Maybe you just, oh, they calling you? Oh, I didn't see your phone call that day. Sometimes it just gotta be like that. People pick up the hints and then they just move along, man. That's what it is, man. Because at the end of the day, you gotta do for self, man. Once you get at a certain age, you gotta build your own empire. You gotta build your own family. You gotta build your own. As selfish as it sounds, you gotta do for you. You're only here one time. One time. Build your own. Get to where you need to be. Where you need to be in life, and then give. But if you out here on the grind, working every day, trying to do what you got to do, you got no time for nothing. That includes relationships too. So anyways, man, that's how I feel. I'm not even gonna hold you that long, man. We're already 7 minutes in. I want you guys to breathe easy.